So I just woke up. Guess I was tired. I will tell you what happened over the past 3 days now. But night before last, whenever I get up myself to go to the bathroom, I can do it. But when I get back and sit down and get back in my bed and get to chill, the pain level in my body would shoot up to an 8, 9, and this time it was a 10. It was unbearable. My nurse had just made sure I got back in the bed. Got me all tucked in with my blankets and all that crap. And all of a sudden, my pain level just went up, and I stood up. I just threw my legs over the bed and stood up, and just like that. Well, when I stood up, I grabbed the walker. Now, when the nurse left after tucking me in at the bed, she put the walker against the wall, which is where everything is, to keep the walking area free and clear. So when she left, that walker had been against the wall. And when I got up and grabbed it in that fraction of a second before I even knew what I was doing, I grabbed that walker because it was right there in front, right next to my bed. Right there where I needed it to be, because I sat up, I stood up, grabbed the walker, and a level of pain that was like nothing I'd ever experienced before washed over me. I was crying. I had a hot flash, which is my body's response to pain and anything else. Joy, rage, sadness, hot flash, yay. And then I have my prolapse to deal with too, which is just a nightmare. So, I'm in pain, I'm crying, I'm just covered in sweat, head to toe, I'm shaking, and I'm hyperventilating, and I'm getting ready to pass out. I can feel myself getting ready to faint. Right then, this blue light appeared right in front of me on the left, and it just went in front of me, turned, and went to my right next to my shoulder, went behind me and disappeared. Well, in that fraction of 2 seconds, when this orb, this is the 6th and 7th time I've seen this blue orb, and I have pictures of it on my Facebook. It's been at my son's house, CJ's house, with my grandson, Titan. So, it's happened over there 5 times in the past 4 years. And, so, I was in awe. All my attention was focused on this blue orb. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, Randy's here. I was so happy. My face heated up like I had a fever. Like a hot flash, but with no sweat. My body was just all dry. There was no sweat on me from the hot flash. My face was hot. And just then, the nurse ran in. She says, "What is going on? I heard your walker." She heard the clank, clank, clank of the wheels of my walker from next to my bed. So she knew that I was using my walker. So she ran into the room from the nurse's station, which thank God is right by my bed room. And she said, "What's going on? What?" And right when she started to say, "What are you doing?" the blue orb showed up again on my right, and it flew right in between us. And you should know that this nurse's name is Tamra, which is funny. And she was my main nurse there. I had her every day for the 5 days that I was there. So, this orb started on my right, came in front of between us. As it was flying by, I was watching it, not her. And it was incredible. Just incredible. Took my breath away. Time stopped. Everything was quiet. I didn't hear any bells from stupid, annoying patients that were there also in the hall. Baby, screw you. Come on. Grow some balls. So, anyway. I don't hear nothing. It's completely quiet. The nurse is standing there. She's looking after the herb. yeah. Herb. So after the orb, Randy disappeared again after going in front of us. It just disappeared, and it was quiet. She looked at me. I looked at her, and she's like, "What just happened?" And I said, "Welcome to my world." I said, "All you gotta do is say, 'Hi, Randy.'" That's what I said, because I know it's my brother, and and I'm amazed every time that he makes an appearance from his spiritual realm, wherever it is. He's appeared to me 5 times. This is 6 and 7 times. It's the first time he's ever appeared outside of CJ's house. It's amazing. My pain level left. My pain went from 10 to 0. 0. I stood there. I got back in the bed because it was stunning. It was just breathtaking, and it's every time it happens, I feel blessed that it happens, but it still takes time to process what I just saw. And she was doing the same thing. She was processing what she just saw. Tamara, the nurse. I love her. I played a joke on her, which I'll also share because it was funny. So, anyway, I had 0 pain level. I got back in bed. She was like, I don't know what to say. And she goes, and she put her arm, ran her arm down her other arm, her forearm, and it was like her hair was frozen. It was so, she had goosebumps. It was so big. Her hair was so high, I could see it from where I was. 4 feet away. I could see the hair on her arm standing out. And she was just in a state of shock. And so I said, that's just my brother. Just say hi. Yeah, that's all I can do. And my pain level stayed at 0. Not for 5 minutes. Not for an hour. It stayed at 0 for 4 hours. But my nurse came in an hour after the visit and had her painkillers in my hand. I said, I don't need them. I don't need those. She's like, well, let me know when you do. And I did. And it was 4 hours later. Now, those who know me know I'm in pain every moment of my waking and sleeping day. And it'll be that way for the rest of my life. I've accepted that. That's just part of my life because of my degenerative disease with my back. But it's unless you go through it, you know what pain is like every day. And I mean, like stabbing pain, like, yeah, like scary movie, murder, backstabbing pain every day of your life, in every part of your body, from the bottom of your neck down to your toes. You don't know, but if you know me, you know that I've gone through that, and I've gotten to a point where I use, marijuana and for pain instead of narcotics anymore. So, I haven't had a pain-free day in decades. There's never been a day that I woke up and had no pain in my body for decades. And this was 4 hours of a pain-free existence. It was awesome. And I'm blessed. I was in awe. I'm thankful. Thankful I got to see Randy. I'm thankful the nurse, Tamara, got to see Randy. I'm thankful that God put in his little 2 cents when Randy visited me. He allowed me to visit, or he allowed him to visit me. But he also gave me a pain-free day for 4 hours. And I will tell you, I'm in awe. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm so happy. And my pain level has continued the last 2 days since that experience to go from 8, but then down to a 2, where I can tolerate it. And that'll go on for an hour or 2. And then, I do have bad moments, and I will. For the next year, I'm down for that. I know. It's okay. But it was amazing. And it was a miracle. And the nurse, right after it happened, she said, nobody has ever smiled from a patient's bed on this wing since I have worked here. Not one patient has ever smiled on this wing, and you're smiling. And I was. She goes, can I take your picture? And I'm like, yeah. And she took my picture. And I'll send you that one too. Because it was such an amazing event. And when I told her I had 0 pain, she was just flabbergasted. And I'm still, and I'm sure she is still, for the rest of her life, every day, and not even at work, just every day, she's going to remember that event, and it will have touched her life and the lives of the people that she shares that event with, and she does. It was amazing, and I had no. So anyway, I'm still experiencing moments where I'm down to like a 2, and I can walk without, you know, but, get up and sit down. But it's amazing. I want to share that with everybody because it was incredible. There was a miracle that happened in Springfield the day before yesterday, and for a couple hours today, with my pain level going down, that I can't explain. I'm so grateful for it. I want to share it with everybody because, I know that you are all walking in a spiritual realm, and I wanted you to just be a part of this experience. So, I love you all. I'm dealing. Right now, my pain's about a 4. I can deal with that. That's my pain level on an every day. It'll go up, and it's okay. But I'm going to remember these moments when they're 2, 3, and 4, and not 7, 8, 9. And I hope that you, when you have a painful moment, you'll remember, my God, our Heavenly Father took this woman's pain away 100% for 4 hours the day after, 2 days after, she had one of the most awful surgeries that you can do, the spine fusion of 2 discs at the bottom of my spine. And I'm a mess inside, previous surgeries, I've got scar tissue, I've got all kinds of problems, so that they have to deal with, and they had to do a surgery from the back instead of from the front, which sounds weird, I know, but from the back instead of the front because of my prolapse surgery that has all my intestines held against the back wall of my body. You can see inside of my rib cage. I've got a full rib cage of mesh that holds all my intestines there because of my original prolapse surgery, which now I have to have every 5 years. Yay! Because it's going to fail every 5 years. Yay! And I can't do anything about that. So I'm waiting. I'm on the waiting list to have that surgery for the 2nd time. Yay! But I don't care because I know that God's going to be right there next to me, and my brother, who I know is with me all the time because he does things all the time to play tricks on me and to let me know that he's near, is there, and I have them. Did you hear that? The fan just went off for no reason. If you could see Puma and Odin right now, they're looking towards the back door in the kitchen, and they're all staring. They're both staring at the same thing. Here comes Puma over to Odin. So apparently there's something in the kitchen. I'm not going to say yes or no. But anyway, I know it's a long video, and I'm sorry, but I just had to share that with you. And I love you, and may God give you peace. Did you tell Randy to knock that off? That I needed the fan. I have to have the fan on. Have to have that white noise. Did you tell him? Okay, thank you. Fan's back on. Alright, well, I love you all. I hope you all take care. Have a great day. Mwah. And thank you for touching base with me.